What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy FRENCHYZ coming to you live and direct with another formation and custom tactics with nice instruction. Today we'll be looking at 5-2-1-2. 5-2-1-2. You know, when you hear five at the back, what comes to your mind is defensive. But guys, this is not a defensive formation. Rather, I'll call this an attacking formation. Because when you look at the way the formation is set up, it's very different and very OP. You know, I've been playing with this formation, and guys, I think this will be one of my favorite formation. So let's look at the tactical board and see how the formation is set up. But before we do that, please guys, subscribe to my channel, like this video, click the notification button. I have more views, but people are not subscribing. Please guys, subscribe to my channel. And to my new subscribers, thank you very much. You guys are the real deal. Thank you. So let's go. So when you look at the tactical board, right, 5-2-1-2, this formation is very OP, and I love playing with this formation. Okay, you have five at the back, cool. You have two midfielder, one attacking midfielder, and you have two strikers. You know, and when you look at this formation, for me, it is balanced. The reason why I say it's balanced is you have your two CM, you know, and you have one attacking midfielder, you have your two strikers. That makes it more balanced, you know, because you have players all over the place. But when you look at it, you might be like, oh, there's no wingers, there's no midfield, left midfield or right midfielders, you know. But the good thing about it is, because it's five at the back, you have your left back and your right back, you know, acting as a winger at the same time. You know, so the way we set it up is when you attack with this formation, your left and your right back, they fly forward. Yeah, they join the attack. You know, so when this is how the formation is, when you attack, this is how it looks. You know, you have your two strikers, you know, going forward. You know, and you have your CAM just like this, right? You have your your midfielders, they move up up the pitch, but guess what, they are not going forward, you know, because the instruction we put on them is stay back while I attack the back. Three at the back, with three at the back, you can still defend with that, but it's not everybody that's good defensively. So that's why we have these two central these two midfielder to protect this, to protect the back line. So when you everywhere, that's the good thing about this formation. You have options everywhere. You know, see, now you have your left back, you have your right back, you have you have your two strikers up, and you can play with your CAM. You know, especially for when you play against like a team that pack the balls. You know, or that they play they play through the midfield, like they play narrow. This formation is very good because this will open them, because now you have your right back and your left back. What happens is when your right back fly forward, your opponent left back try to mark your right back, creating a space for your striker to operate, and your CAM, you know, is everywhere, right? Your right back can pass the ball to him. When you pass the ball to him, when you look at the screen right now, you have a triangle already, you know. You have a triangle created already. And this is what makes the function OP. You know what I'm saying? So you have your left back and right back flying like that. This guy, they are dropping back. So you see, you're packing pressure on your opponent. And then you have your strikers just like running forward and making goals, you know. So this formation is very OP, and it's balanced because these guys, they drop back when it's going when you're defending. There's only like a counter attack before your opponent before your opponent can get to your back line. He needs to pass through these two midfielders, you know, and by that time, these guys are already coming back to defend. You see, these guys are coming back to defend. So when you look at it right now, you still have your five at the back, and even you have your two midfielders. So it makes it hard for your opponent, you know, to break down your defense line, you know, which is very good. So this formation is, I see it as a mass attack and mass defense, because when you defend with numbers, and when you attack with numbers, you know. So this is formation. Now let's jump into the custom tactics and its instruction. But before then, Check out this clip, guys.
It did look as though it was rather a fruitful avenue, but nothing doing. It's a clever run here from Rashford. Rashford! And it is the opening goal of the contest. Well, it was all... Now Ndidi. It's with Joao Cancelo in a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Rashford. And a penalty awarded. Spot kick coming up. And the penalty is converted. I don't think any... He has time to play it over. Alexander-Arnold. The ball with David Luiz. They really look after the ball when they have it. Rashford! And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, in a dangerous area now. It's with De Bruyne. The break is definitely on. He slipped clear, and he slipped the ball in. Mohamed Salah, the score.
Custom tactics and instruction. So defensive style, we go with press after possession loss. I mean, it's 5-2-1-2, right? We can afford to praise our opponent, you know, because when you praise your opponent, like I said, you know, you have your right back and your left back flying forward. You get the ball, you can take the ball to the to the wings, and you know that will open up a space for your strikers to run in between. So it's good to just, you know, it's the best way of the best way I think you can play it is press after possession loss. You're not pressing throughout the game, you know. You just press when you press after possession loss. You just press, like when you lose the ball, 7 seconds. Your players are pressing, you know, which I feel is, you know, it's very, it works well with this formation. The width we're going with 3. The line is already wide, you know. There's no need, playing 5, you know. So you play 3 here, you know. That makes it makes the back line to be compact, which is very good. The depth, we're going with 5. Offensive style here, we're going with balance. The width, we're going with 5. The reason why we're going, you can go with 4 here, right? Because I play with 4, I play with 5, and you know, but I don't really see any changes. The reason why I'm going with 5 is because, you know, when you look at your midfield and your attack, when you look at the shape is like diamond, right? So it's already narrow, you know, so that's why I just put in balance, you know. There's no need making it more narrow, you know. You can just leave it like that. So the player in the box, we go with 6 right here. Corners and free kick 3. A good numbers of players is good for you because you can just pass to them, you know, do a skill move, and you know, just make your goal. So that's why I start going with 3 in my corners. So this is the tactics. Press after possession loss. Width is 3, depth is 5. Offensive. When you see a tactics, it's always good to look at it and see the way, modify it to the way that you play, because most of the possession game, you might like a fast build up game, you might like a long ball game, you know what I'm saying? So it's always good that you look at the offensive style and make changes to the offensive style. But the good thing, the reason why I put it on balance is because balance is, that, like the name says, is balance, you know. Your team play either possession, long ball, or fast build up. You know, it depends on the situation they are right there. But if you feel that you want a fast build up, you can change the fast build up, you know. But for me, I leave it in balance, you know. So instruction, we'll go with Lucas Moura. We'll go with stay central, getting behind. That's our 2 strikers. We have stay central, getting behind. Our central attacking midfielder, we have stay forward, get in the box, and we have free room, you know, around at when we're attacking, move, you know, and we also have get in the box. Our 2 midfielder, you know, we have stay back while attacking, because we don't want to leave our midfield exposed. So we are still record attacking the cover center for both of them. You know, if you feel that, I mean, you're chasing the game, you can put both of them on balance, or you can even tell them to get in the box. You know, so our left back, we have join the attack and overlap. This is the power of the team too, you know, like the right back and the left back, you know, because they just open up the team, they open up the field. Right back too, we have joined the attack and overlap, and your goalie, you have come for crosses and sweeper keeper, you know. Guys, this is the formation. Give it a shot. Guess what? I love this game. Peace.